Great morning, superb and super Saturday morning to each and every one of you. Good to see you this morning. Hop on in there. Hope everybody's doing very well. Let me know where you're coming in from. We're going to get started real soon. Happy to see you all. Happy to see you. You know how I do. Got to make my little adjustments here, make sure that this showing all of you out there who are invisible indeed. Adjusting my microphone. As always, I hope you can hear it. Tell me, talk to me, let me know what it sounds like, what it looks like, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah. All right. Great morning, everybody. Welcome to the Mitch Race podcast. Good to see you. I want you to know that I do see you no matter where you're coming in from. I see you out there, Strong Island. Great to see you. Yeah. Guys are coming in fast and furious. I love it. I see you, Covington, Georgia. I see you. Definitely see you. Welcome, everybody, to the Mitch Race podcast. Indeed, it is Saturday morning, the 1st of February. Here we go, right? Isn't it so funny how February really just came in like that? I mean, it really came in quickly. January has been a superb month. I see you all out there. Life has been really good. It's been challenging for me, as I'm sure it's been challenging for you all as well. But, it's not a matter of the challenges that we go through, but how we respond to them. Surely I would have to say that the highs outweigh the lows. I just want to say and give thanks to God first and foremost, and also thanks to Be Iconic as being one of the award recipients. I got a couple of awards, in fact, not only me, but my very valuable colleagues as well. Everyone there has been just super celebrated and just been super honored. And it's an amazing feeling when you can see your community win and see people in your community win. And I hope that you all out there, if you don't have a community, I hope that you all know what it's like to get that feeling, because you're not going to be celebrated necessarily from your friends or your family members. And you know that to be true. And I know that to be true. And I'm not saying that to be harsh or mean. I'm saying that because I want more. I want you to have more. I know that my community wants more, and you do better when you have more. Let's face it. And having more, there's nothing wrong with it. I want to be celebrated. I also want to celebrate. So I hope that you get the opportunity to know what that really feels like, because it is an amazing feeling and you grow from that feeling. So that all being said, I want to tell you this. I am Mitch Race, and I help middle-aged to seasoned professional men and women. I help a lot of men, that's for sure, who are distracted, unclear, and don't know their value, gain clarity and vision so that they can become the best version of themselves while earning their desired high-level income to match their image. We've all had times when we felt absolutely amazing and excited, totally confident about meeting a new business prospect or sharing an opportunity, or joyful about starting a new job or career, or really optimistic about an interview that you've been wanting to do forever. Maybe even been head over heels about somebody who you wanted to meet, or somebody who you met, and we just can't see our heads above the clouds. I've been there. I'm sure you have. It's a great feeling, right? And you may even be through the roof excited about learning something new, being in a new environment, and being around some amazing people, or possibly on the other side, teaching something new. And all of a sudden, before the class gets underway, before meeting the client, sharing your proposal, giving your talk or speech that you look so forward to giving, or not, even saying hello to the person who you've just been dying to meet, or even looking them in the eyes, you're finding super challenging. And instead of a new job and a brand new start, you're now not so sure you're actually the one for the position. You don't feel you have enough experience, and that you're too old to keep up with Gen AI. or you're too young for big, experienced, savvy business people to take you or your ideas seriously. Hmm. The confidence that you once had, or worse, may not have even ever had, went from the heights of a tall building to ground level. We went from sitting on top of the world, as Brandy, R&B artist Brandy had said, to now walking on the edge of disappointment and unfulfillment. Another dream deferred because our confidence failed us at the time we needed it most. Instead of victory, defeat, or loss is what we got. Well, today we're going to explore some thinking and some ways you can win when you have low confidence or when you feel low confidence has the winning hand. When you reframe your circumstance, whatever that may be, the truth is this: you may need just to learn how to play, and you may need even better cards. Think about that. So, understanding this analogy is a big step in what I think is the right direction to help make you the big winner at the table, no matter how low confidence shuffles the deck. Today, you and I are going all in, okay, as we talk about 5 things to remember not to do. 5 things to remember not to do when your confidence is low. So if you're with me, put that you're with me in the chat and you're ready for 5 things to remember not to do when your confidence is low. So we can beat that low confidence shuffle, crazy shuffle that it does. Put it in. Let's get started. Let's get it. When your confidence is low, avoid comparing yourself excessively to others, dwelling on negative thoughts, isolating yourself socially, taking on too much responsibility, and criticizing yourself harshly. Instead, focus on self compassion, small, achievable goals, and positive affirmations. Let's tackle comparing yourself to others. This can exacerbate feelings of inadequacy and make you feel like you're not good enough. Have you ever felt that? The way I see it is this: comparison is one of the biggest lies and traps in social media and in life. And if you feel that way too, put that in the chat. Big lie, big trap, comparison. And we have to learn how to stop listening to, looking at others and falling into these kind of black holes. We're comparing ourselves to the lives of others and people, other people. I keep it simple. My goal is not to beat the competition. I am my competition. The only person I'm really interested in beating, to be honest with you, is myself in a way, and not even beating myself, just becoming better. My goal is always to become 1% better than I was the day before, always. And I don't shy away from that, and I don't divert away from that. That is my goal. That is exactly what is always in my head. How can I be better than I was yesterday? Not how can I be better than this person over here talking about self-image? How can I be better than this over here, this podcaster over there? How can I be better than this person over here who has a great sense of style? How can I look better? Never that. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Compare yourself to the version that you're not and get better. Dwelling on negative thoughts. Ruminating on past mistakes or perceived flaws can further lower your self esteem. You are not your mistakes, and you are always better than you think you are. Forgive yourself for the things you may have done when you weren't the best that you can be. The simple saying is this: nobody is perfect. Another thing to remember not to do when your confidence is low. We have to remember the things not to do when our confidence is low. And the reason why I'm saying it like this is because I want this to kind of like seep in somewhere where you actually learn and apply some of these things. If you practice them enough, if you learn them enough, if you hear them enough, you'll be better prepared for when that drop happens. But another thing to remember not to do when your confidence is low, isolating yourself socially. Spending time with supportive people can provide a much needed emotional boost. Divide and conquer is a spiritual battle and strategy to get you alone. It's to get you separated from the people that can help you, the people that will celebrate you, and the people that'll be there for you when times really get low and rough for you, and separate you from the people that are really willing to help you and understand you and love up on you, even when you don't feel you're worthy, even when you don't love yourself, even when you're facing hard times, not able to pray. So that's just a trick. Divide and conquer. Get wise to it and understand it. Taking on too much responsibility. Overcommitting to anything and many things, being the jack of all trades, aware of all hats, overcommitting can lead to stress and feelings of being overwhelmed, impacting your confidence. If you're unsuccessful in too many things that you're taking on, then how you see yourself, what you believe about you, what you believe about your skills, and what you will be led to believe about your actual value can certainly impact you and the goals and dreams that God has put on your heart and stall you in your purpose and sometimes stop you. And one more thing to remember not to do when your confidence is low, and that is criticizing yourself harshly. Be kind to yourself and acknowledge your strengths instead of focusing on perceived shortcomings. Say something nice. That's the simplicity of it. Say something nice to yourself. You can do it. You're worthy. You're valuable. Just say something nice to yourself. Anything. Say something kind. Anything. Tell yourself how valuable you are. Remind yourself. Say something kind. Remind yourself who you are, whose you are. Tell yourself you're the best. Tell yourself how amazing you are. Remind yourself that you're loved. Remind yourself that there are people that want to be around you that you've yet to meet. Don't criticize yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. That is absolutely one of the biggest things that stops people. And we forget that that is one of the things that we do to ourselves very often. We criticize ourselves. Let's go to 2025 being a little more accepting of ourselves, a lot more accepting of ourselves, actually. I want you to know I see you out there on Facebook, by the way. Thank you for being here. It's great to see you. Yeah, yeah. 5 things not to do. Big lie, absolutely. So do these things instead. Practice self-compassion. I know I just covered that a little bit. We'll cover it a little bit more. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding. You know, a remarkable thing happens when you treat yourself with kindness and understanding, when you actually seek to understand yourself, that a lot of walls come down and a lot of possibilities open up. Your confidence is welcome when you practice some self-compassion and you actually take time out to understand yourself. And it's a process. It's not all done in one day. So be patient with yourself as well and understanding yourself. And some days we understand ourselves better than others. And sometimes we just don't understand ourselves at all. And it can be frustrating, but try not to get frustrated by that. Look at it as a challenge. Look at it as a project. Look at yourself as a project and look at yourself as a pro CEO. And you're a problem solver, which is what CEOs get paid to do, is to solve problems. You're your own CEO. In case you didn't know that, now you do. I'm told that all the time. And I also tell myself that. Set small, achievable goals. Celebrate small wins to build momentum and gain confidence. I said that this was going to be the year of small wins. And I am seeing it everywhere that people are winning. They're winning big, but I'm really looking at the small wins because that is something that I've chosen for myself. And it has made all the difference in how I show up, how I feel, what I think, what level my confidence is, my self esteem, what level that is, my value. And I can honestly say that I know my value. I'm not one of these people that actually walks around on tiptoes about them being valuable because I know what it's like to be on the other side when you don't do that. And it's not psyching yourself up. I actually had to learn, I had to invest in myself in order to recover my value and understand my true value. It's not something that just happens. And if you're saying, well, I know my value, okay, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just telling you where I was. I was at a place where I didn't know my value. I didn't understand my value properly. And I went that way for a long time, being much more valuable than what I thought I was and not being sure of it, not even knowing it at the time. It makes all the difference when you invest in yourself and you start to be around people and ideas that help you identify your true and significant value on this planet, in this universe, to yourself and to the lives of others around you. So set small, achievable goals. And this is absolutely the year of the small win. And if you want to learn how to win small and win big, I can help you. I can teach you that because I do it very well. And I celebrate it and I affirm it and I own it and I accept it. And I want you to do the same. I want you to win. I want you to accept it. I want you to learn to win because you're valuable, so valuable. And I love seeing the value out there. I see you. Positive affirmations. Use positive self talk to counter negative thoughts. This is a big one for me. We're pretty big on looking at that self image and speaking to it in the mirror and speaking to it the right way. And you deserve it. Have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately and told yourself how wonderful you are, how awesome you are, how blessed you are, how strong you are, how great looking you are? It's not an ego thing. What's wrong with it? Because you are. I know that I am. I am valuable. I'm iconic. I'm a winner. I'm a leader. I am a champion. And I will look myself in that mirror and I will not pass being in that mirror without looking at myself and saying something. Don't you dare pass a mirror anywhere. I see it in the street. I will not pass a mirror and not say something valuable to myself and let me know that I'm worthwhile because the world will tell you otherwise. And I'm just not listening to that conversation. So use positive self-talk to counter negative thoughts. Seek support from others. Seek support from others. There are valuable people out here that you can go to who will recognize that you are a valuable person as well, but you have to seek support from others at times, whether it's coach, mentor, therapist, talk to trusted friends or family member, counselor, someone in your church, someone in your school, someone in your class, someone you work with that you honestly can identify with and trust. So I really hope that today, because I've enjoyed this so much, that you got really, really great value from today's podcast. 5 things to remember not to do when your confidence is low. It's been an outstanding morning, and I thank you all for being here. And I'm going to close with this. I know for a fact that one of the biggest keys to your success and breakthrough this year will be in your unpacking of your image and the impacting of your purpose. Your unpacking of your image and the impacting of your purpose. If you're struggling with low self-esteem, are you struggling with low self-esteem? Is your confidence and or your life at a low point? Are you unclear about your value and your worth? Are you unfocused, distracted, inconsistent, unproductive? Then this is the year to work with me. This is that year. I can help you to gain clarity about next steps and next level tools to get you to the next best version of yourself. Don't you deserve that? I honestly believe that you do. I really do believe that you deserve that. I know that I deserve that. And I believe that you do too. So reach out to me directly. Reach out to me through IG. You can follow me if you're on Facebook and you'll follow your friends on Facebook. And I would suggest you follow me on Instagram as well. I am Mitch Race. That is on Instagram. IAMMITCHRACE. I am Mitch Race. You can also message me on Facebook. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Do subscribe. Do subscribe. And you can message me there as well. And I'll send you my calendar link, and it's free to get on my calendar. It's not going to be for everybody, but it's going to be for the few that choose and the few that actually act. Yes, free time with me. It is valuable time, and I consider that to be so. And I will, because I want to help you set up a strategy for 2025 to win. And win big you will. I believe that this year. We're all going to be big winners this year. I really do feel that. I want to thank you all once again for being here. This has been the Mitch Race podcast. I was going to say the Mitch Race Project. Yeah, maybe so. But this has been the Mitch Race podcast. And it's been an amazing Saturday morning with you. I hope that you have an amazing weekend. And please, as always, reframe your value, reframe your vision, and reframe your victory. I'll be saving your comments on Instagram. I'll be saving your comments also on Facebook. And I'll see if I can read maybe just a couple of them. And I want to thank you again for being so very, very valuable. Someone just said, value, I needed this. I want to thank you, MA. Value, I needed this. I have been in an RA flare-up. I worked on being kind and give myself compassion. Amen. That's wonderful. I'm glad you do. Please do. Please do. Don't be hard on yourself. AS, I want to thank you. When you know your value, you strive to live your value. Absolutely. Message well received. Throwback? Yeah, it's a throwback. I'm going to actually pull this down just a little bit. I don't want to cut myself off, but there we go. Yeah. Just a little bit on the shirt, just for a little while. And that is exactly what they call this generation. TS, absolutely. Covington, Georgia, yes. They call this the AI generation. And again, yes, absolutely. People would die for recognition. Yes, they sure would. They sure would. Absolutely. I see your Facebook. And good morning to you too, HS, my old friend. So happy to see you here. We will talk. I'm going to go to Instagram for a minute. I'm going to hop over there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Strong Island. Mitch Race is the man to help you in all things self image. Amen. And I thank you for that. I received that. This was a good one, like all the others. Podcast, great value and great points. Very good. Thank you so, so very much, Miss N. Miss N. Yes, you are the Chief Executive Officer of your own life and owning it. Yes, small win power. Absolutely no tiptoeing to the tulips. Absolutely not. Self care, self love. Absolutely. And just so many great things. I want to thank you all for your comments. They're wonderful. They're amazing. As I said, I'm going to be saving them. And at this point in time, we're going to be leaving the Mitch Race podcast in the studio. Have a great Saturday, everybody. And I'll talk to you all soon. And masterclass coming up in February, by the way. I meant to mention that. That's for sure. Okay. So it's going to be a very, very valuable and exciting masterclass, my very first. And I'm looking forward to celebrating it and helping all of you great people out there in the things that you need help in the areas. Let's win. Let's get you to win is really the bottom line to all of this. Have an amazing Saturday, everybody. And thanks again.